Hi guys, back again. I'm going to do another review, preview even of the weekend's, the week ahead's games, including the weekend's fixtures coming up as well on Saturday. Today is Monday, the 3rd of October. But anyway, we'll go straight into it. I've already done my predictions for Monday night's game, Leicester against Nottingham Forest. Obviously, it's quite early on in the season still, but these two are in the relegation zone. They occupy the bottom two positions, unfortunately, of the Premier League right now. Leicester are in 20th and they're at home, and Forest are in 19th. Obviously, as a Forest fan, I want them to do well. I'm going for a 2-2 draw. I know a lot of people will say 3-1, but I can't really back against my team. But draw your own conclusions, whatever you think the scoreline will be. But I'm going 2-2. So it's on Sky Sports tonight. I'll be watching it. So I'm looking forward to it anyway. But we're going to Tuesday night's games, slightly bigger games in some ways because it's Champions League night. Also, there's some Championship fixtures on through to League Two fixtures. So, going to give some score predictions for all those games. Anyway, we'll go through it quick. So, Ajax are playing Napoli. Excuse me. I'm going to go for Ajax to win that one 2-1. Liverpool are playing Rangers in a British derby in a way. Liverpool, I think, will win that one, and I'm going to go 2-0 in that game. Club Brugge against Atletico Madrid. Club Brugge have had a decent start. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw, surprisingly. FC Porto against Bayer Leverkusen. I'm going to say 2-1 for Porto. Bayern Munich against Plitzen. I'm going to go 5-1 in that game. Inter Milan against Barcelona, 2-0 to Barcelona. Inter Milan had a bit of a drop at the weekend, losing to Roma. At home, Eintracht Frankfurt against Spurs. I'm going to say 2-1 Spurs. Marseille against Sporting. I'm going to go for 2-0 to Marseille. In the Championship, it's Bristol City against Coventry City on Tuesday night. Bristol City, I'm going to go to win that one 2-1. Cardiff City against Blackburn Rovers. I'm going to say 2-2 draw. Luton Town against Huddersfield. Both teams, I'm going to say Luton to win that one 3-1. Reading against Norwich. I'm going to go for Reading to beat Norwich 2-1. Sheffield United against QPR. That's a tough one to call. I'm going to go for a 2-2 in that one. Sunderland against Blackpool. Going to go for Sunderland to win that one 1-0. Going into League One, Burton Albion's playing Fleetwood Town. Burton Albion got a good win at the weekend over Forest Green Rovers. Fleetwood had backed down that way as well. I'm going to say 2-1 for Burton. I'll give them another win. Cheltenham's at home to Bolton. Bolton's on a good run at the moment. I'm going to say Bolton 2-0. Ipswich Town then played Cambridge. I'm going to say Ipswich to win that one 3-1. Plymouth's at home to Sheffield Wednesday. They're top of the table, so that's going to be quite a tasty game. But I'm going to say for Plymouth to keep their run going and win 2-1. Into League Two, Hartlepool are playing against Doncaster Rovers. I'm going to say Hartlepool to lose that one 2-1. Stevenage are on a great run. I'm going to go for them to beat Sutton United 2-0. Swindon against Newport County. I'm going to say Newport got a great win against Leyton Orient. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw in that. Walsall against Northampton. We'll go for 3-1 Northampton in that one. And then going on to Wednesday night's games, we've got more Champions League. Chelsea's playing against AC Milan. I'm going to go 2-1 Chelsea in that one. Salzburg's playing Dynamo Zagreb. I'm going to say 2-1 Salzburg. Leipzig against Celtic. I'm going to go 2-0 Leipzig. Real Madrid against Shakhtar Donetsk. 3-1 to Real Madrid in that one. Man City against Copenhagen. I'm going to say something mad like, I think I'll go 5-1 in that one. Yeah, 5-1. Seville against Borussia Dortmund. Some of these teams are hard to predict because they've had different starts. Seville's not having a great time in the league. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw in that one. Benfica against PSG. Going to go PSG 2-1 in that one. Juventus against Maccabi Haifa. I'll say 2-0 Juventus. Then we've got more Championship games on Wednesday night. Burnley's playing against Stoke. I'm going to say 2-0 to Burnley. Hull against Wigan Athletic. Wigan Athletic's on a good run. I'm going to say 2-1 to Wigan. Middlesbrough against Birmingham. I'm going to go 1-1 in that one. Preston against West Bromwich Albion. Preston to draw that one as well, 1-1. Rotherham against Millwall. Rotherham's had a good start to the season. I'm going to say 2-2 in that one. Watford against Swansea. Watford to win that one 2-1. And then on Thursday night, there's a couple of teams playing in the Europa League. I'm just going to mention the British teams. We've got Manchester United again away at Ammonia Nicosia. I'm going to say Man United to win that one 3-0. Arsenal's playing at home to Bodo Glimt, who are not too bad, but I'm going to go 4-1 Arsenal for that one. Hearts are playing home against Fiorentina, so that's a great game for the Hearts fans to watch. But I can only see one winner in that. I'm going to go for Fiorentina to win that one 3-1, even though they're not doing massively well, but they're still up near the top of the Italian league. West Ham's away at Anderlecht. Anderlecht, an unknown quantity because the Belgian league ain't that great. I'm going to go for West Ham to win that one 2-1 though. Smacker to get 2 goals in that one because he's on fire now. Excuse me. And Shamrock Rovers away at Molde, the team that Solskjaer used to be in charge of. It's a tough one to call, but I think Molde will win that one. I'm going to say probably 2-1 or 2-0, I'll say Molde. On Friday night, QPR's up against Reading. Maybe might go to that, who knows if there's any tickets left. Might go to that because they do quite cheap tickets at QPR. So, yeah, but QPR against Reading, that's going to be a tough game. Both teams are doing well. Both teams are in the playoff area in the Championship. I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw in that one. I always go for 2-2 if I don't know. Right, yeah, 2-2 draw on the Friday night. Then we're going to go into the weekend's games, Saturday's games. You've got Bournemouth against Leicester City. I don't know. On paper, it depends what happens tonight in the Leicester City Forest game. If it goes to people's predictions, Leicester will win it, but I'm hoping they don't, obviously. I think that Leicester will lose that one 2-1. Brighton against... no, I'll go 2-2 actually in that game. Brighton against Tottenham. Tough one to go with, but I'll go with Tottenham narrowly 2-1. Chelsea against Wolves. Chelsea to win that one 3-0. Manchester City against Southampton. I'm going to say 4-1 Manchester City. Newcastle against Brentford. Going to make that probably say 2-1 Newcastle. Going into the Championship, Birmingham's playing Bristol City. Birmingham, I will say to win that one 2-1. Blackburn against Rotherham. I'll go 2-0 Blackburn. Blackpool against Watford. Let's have a think. I think that will be 3-0 to Watford. Coventry against Burnley. 2-1 Burnley. Millwall against Middlesbrough. I'm going to go for 2-0 to Millwall. Norwich against Preston. I'll go for 3-1 to Norwich. Stoke against Sheffield United. 2-0 for Sheffield United. Swansea against Sunderland. Going to say 2-0 Sunderland. Actually, I'll go 2-1 Sunderland. And West Brom against Luton. 2-0 to Luton. And Wigan against Cardiff. I will say a 3-3 draw. Just to be crazy. 3-3 in that one. And then you got League One and League Two's games. League One, Barnsley against Exeter, going to go 3-1 to Barnsley. Bristol Rovers against Cambridge. 2 teams down near the bottom end. Going to go for Bristol Rovers to finally get a cheeky win to get them out of the relegation zone. I'll go 2-1. Derby's at home to Port Vale. I'm going to say 2-0 to Derby. Forest Green against Bolton. Bolton to win that one 3-1. Lincoln against Charlton Athletic. I'm going to say 2-1 Lincoln. Morecambe against Wickham. Morecambe against Wickham. Morecambe against Ipswich Town. Ipswich Town to win that 2-0. Oxford against Wickham. I will say Oxford to win that one 2-0. Peterborough against Burton Albion. 3-1 to Peterborough. Plymouth against Accrington Stanley. I'll go 3-2 to Plymouth. Portsmouth against Fleetwood, I'm going to say 2-0 Portsmouth. Sheffield Wednesday against Cheltenham, I'll go 3-1 to Sheffield Wednesday. Shrewsbury Town against MK Dons, I'll say 2-0 Shrewsbury Town. And then going into League Two's predictions for the weekend. Barrow against Mansfield, I'll say 2-1 to Mansfield. Bradford against Stockport, I'm going to go 2-0 Bradford. Colchester United against Harrogate Town. In that one, I'll say a 2-1 win for Colchester. Crewe against Gillingham, going to say 2-0 to Crewe. Doncaster Rovers against Leyton Orient, I'll say 2-1 Doncaster Rovers. They're on a good run at the moment. Grimsby against Crawley, I say 2-1 Grimsby. Hartlepool against Carlisle, 2-1 Hartlepool. Newport against Rochdale, going to say 2-0 to Newport. Northampton against Salford, I'll go 3-1 Northampton. Stevenage against Swindon Town, I'll say 2-1 Stevenage. Sutton United against Tranmere, 1-1 draw. And Walsall against Wimbledon, AFC Wimbledon, I'll say 2-2 in that one. Sunday's games, there's 4 Premier League games on Sunday because of the Europa League and Champions League in the week. Arsenal against Liverpool is the standout one. That's a 4:30 kickoff on Sky. I'm going to say in that one, I'm going to go with Arsenal to win that one 3-1 because Liverpool are on such a bad run at the moment. No, actually, yeah, I'll say 3-1. I was thinking 2-1, but I'll go Arsenal 3-1. Crystal Palace are playing Leeds. I'll say Crystal Palace to win that one 2-1. Everton against Manchester United. I'm going to say Everton to win that one 2-1 as well. West Ham against Fulham. West Ham to win that one 2-0. And then Huddersfield is a Yorkshire derby. Huddersfield against Hull. Going to go for a 1-1 draw in that one. So that's all my predictions for the week. Bit long-winded, but that's what I think the scores will be. Give some of you ideas to watch if you want to have a look at it yourself. Put down what you think you think the scores will be. Anyway, have a great week. And this has been Football Heaven 24/7. I'm your host, Jamie Carter. Continue to like and subscribe. Get anybody behind us that you can. I'm going to put a lot more content out. Probably going to do a bit of talking about previous seasons in the week as well for certain teams. Great seasons for clubs in the past. Have a great week. Whoever your team is, like I always say, I hope they win. All the best. Bye for now.